23 minutes, this game will be a real clear indicator of has Team Sexy got a real grasp on the game, or is the motions occurring? But yeah, around the 20-minute mark will really be the big tell.
Yeah, it's all about morphling, getting ahead, staying ahead. And how does his lane look as well? It's going to be Morph Disruptor versus the Razor plus the probably the IO actually.
Yeah, probably the IO. Not a lot of damage coming out from Disruptor Morphling. Also not a lot of kill potential. I would expect Morph to farm a little bit, Razor to farm a lot, and we'll see how it goes. Of course, they're trying to go for the high ground wraparound, but with the Watcher already taken, Afterlife can just reposition.
I love the change to Mischief. These speedy trees are
so quick.
It's so stupid. Just trees just flying around the map super quickly. The first game I played against it, I literally laughed so hard because he just ran across the lane. Just his position form, just a tree just shot across my lane. I was just like, all right, this is a thing now, I guess.
Especially when he becomes like Roshan or something. You're like, what the hell? What's happening? Because like, sometimes Roshan does bug out and like traverses the map diagonally, right? So he could roleplay that, confuse his opponent. He could he could become Roshan and fake TP as if he's bugged, and then tell that
Yeah.
Do you think any Monkey King players actually done that yet?
Question mark. Yeah. No.
Guys, yeah. Oh damn. That's yeah. Get someone to disconnect as well. Like bug. Roshan's bugged. Can we agree not to take it? And then 5 minutes later, Roshan has fallen to Team Sexy. It's like, what the hell?
The ultimate debate. I'm very interested in his mid lane, though. I feel like most lanes Shaker can kind of just get out of. He has this tool of last hitting called Enchant Totem, which just allows you to basically draw even in most lanes. But maybe Leshrac has the damage to actually put a bit of threat on him.
It's like there's a bit of chip damage from Leshrac. I think Shaker, you already mentioned, he naturally farms because with a totem, of course, in 7.34, got a little bit more range on that totem. So connecting on that range creep CS would be slightly nicer. But I would expect it just to be a trader farm. Nothing too crazy should occur. Not like in the previous game where suddenly Ember was killing Timbersaws and stuff. And,
the thing I like about this Shaker change is actually the Aftershock range as well. Like 50 bonus range on that. It just feels so much more forgiving to play. Like 25 bonus on the enchant, then 50 bonus on Aftershock. It's just
it adds up. No. That's the beauty of like Dota patches. Like some heroes, you'll question like why are they good now? But then when you look at the patches, it's like 25 range here, 2 armor there, 5 damage here, and then suddenly the culmination of what like 8 months of patches have just created this like beast of a hero.
Yeah, and it's the small changes which can make all the difference, it's really...
I think Nature's Prophet is the best example of that right now, actually. Like, getting the additional armor damage on your TP, and then converting each click into armor, and then suddenly your Sprout also doing instant damage, ticking through. It's like, these are changes over a span of many months, and like you take away some aspects, like even his Shard, right? It's like, you just see heroes apply a slow do damage, but it's like, when it first came out, it was a kind of whatever, but then you throw it into the mix of the Sprout damage plus your bonus damage. Like, that is a perfect example of a hero that kind of got many little changes to then eventually get that one big change to kind of break the game.
Yeah, and we'll see if the Shaker changes are enough to make him a more viable mid regularly, because we've always seen him every now and again, mostly with the Morphling. But yeah, back in the day when it was very different.
Okay, so far, Team Sexy. I mean, everyone's pretty much just CSing perfectly fine. And the key thing, I guess, is Team Sexy doesn't really have rotation potential with their supports. Like, their supports will rotate into a lane to keep the hero alive. They're not rotating into the lane to get the kills and to threaten the map. And that's where Grimstroke...
Trouble. Oh, they do actually...
there we go.
No, it's enough, it's enough, yeah. I thought the Jingu running out would be the death of it, but it was not. I'll bring down the kill regardless.
Yep. And that's why it's so important that Team Sexy get the pressure during their laning phase. So then one move like aren't excelling in lanes, plus using their maybe slightly more aggressive supports to rotate onto this Leshrac. And now suddenly it's like Team Sexy, they want to keep their side lanes alive and their mid, and then they don't really get online. So yeah, so far doing a really good job. If they can stabilize the lanes and go even, that's when their draft will start popping off, because each item they buy will threaten one move. Like there isn't an item that they need to buy that suddenly pushes them to scaling in like a 40-minute timing. Like they really are going to be itemizing for, we all get one item, group together, and try and go.
Just enjoying Hakoda and class. They've just been fighting non-stop down to the bottom side, but it might be turning into a bit more than that right now, as they'll just go with everything they've got for Hakoda. Running to the tower, but it's not enough to bring him down. Does just about survive on a sliver of HP.
He has plasma field
to try and save the ward against the IO, sorry, which left him open to attack. So good read, but not quite enough from Sexy.
It always happens on POS 5. It's like the wards, they are your best friends. Sometimes when your teams don't respect you, the wards, they do though. So you want to keep them alive, but yeah. That's nearly died, but yeah. Yeah, I'm loving the pressure coming out from Team Sexy here. I think I've mentioned it quite a lot. There's a glimpse back. Are they going to kill Nefrit? Of course not. There's an IO in the game. If anything, Hakoda.
Yeah, the right click is there. Nefrit brings him down. That'll do. That will do. Yeah, this is pretty annoying. I mean, they just have like a couple of defensive abilities to use, which, you know, level 3 is going to probably mean it. Actually, they put 2 points in glimpse, never mind. I feel like Kinetic Field would be really good just for stopping this Razor and IO running at you, but goes for the 1 and 2 instead, which is fair. But hey, another support dies, another bottle refill for the mid lane. Let's go.
And a glimpse back as well. Ooh.
Yeah, that'll help. Slam is down. Is it enough? They need a little bit more. The right click's coming through, and it will. They bring down Mirage in the middle lane. Glimpse into Slam. What a combo.
And out of the two supports TPing, maybe if the IO was TPing half a second earlier, he had the Lotus 2-1 charges with the overcharge. That could have probably been enough to save him, get him kind of deeper into the tower. But with the Oracle TPing first, there is no point with the IO charring. And yeah, nice little move there from the Disruptor. Very quick to see that punishment, especially when you hit 6, boom, and you go for it and denying off the... Wait, you got the shield rune and denied the shield rune.
Classic.
Yeah, that happens all the time. That's... maybe you should get half a shield rune for that. Or they should share the shield rune. That's, yeah, that's logic. Looking to invade some stacks.
Like over a couple of times recently, Hakoda looking for the glimpse onto the IO once again here, but there's a couple more heroes coming in, both from the mid lane and from the off lane, so they make the call to get themselves back, which is probably smart. No slam available either, so yeah.
And the two heroes that we said one move need to succeed in the early game are currently succeeding. They're top of the CS right now, the Morphling and the Shaker. They aren't top of the net worth though, but the fact that they're having a good time in lanes is the key for them. Like they are probably both 3 items away from packing a punch in this game. Of course.
Like King.
Oh, it's the mischief move speed.
Oh, I love a bit of racing in my Dota games.
Oh, it's so good. And Sexy getting both of the wisdom runes then. XP advantage and putting XP on 2 defensive supports. It feels nice for survival, but it's
actually in some trouble here. He's used a lot to try and take down these creeps, but that said, with the supports coming through, Unclass is going to come and help him out, and those big Healy boys are just going to come
so
and help him right off.
God. Like, this is the scary part. When you see Oracle IO behind a Leshrac, like, it's only going to get worse, right? And oh, interesting. Mirage is actually going for the Yules first. I was wondering if he'd just go straight Bloodstone to then just be so tanky, throw the BKB, maybe like a Kaya Sanj from status resist plus spell amp. But instead he's just going for a Yules. Maybe to get a bit more control, he can then set up some stuns and enable his team that way. But yeah, either way, it'll be interesting to see how all 3 cores on Team Sexy do want to approach this. Monkey King only has an Orb of Corrosion right now with Tread, so he isn't really showing us if he's going for a Battle Fury or an Echo Saber. We're not really getting a lot of information right now from them in the kind of game plan. And nope, he just tapped in the Maelstrom when the Observer looked. So
yeah,
I look like a fool.
Aincrad just really wants to get another one. He might just find a hero, though. Preemptive ultimate coming down, but it's just going to bring him down regardless. Mirage has fallen, and Nefrit, he's come into the mix as well. This is double damage Shaker, by the way. This guy smacks hard, but Nefrit, he
could have got the kill.
Him, so yeah, they back themselves away. Oh yeah.
Nefrit, you had level 3 plasma field.
Yeah, plasma could have killed him.
Oh. I'd have traded my life for that kill. You need to make a statement. Aincrad is having 2-3 of a game right now.
till the end, trying to finish up Pantomime here. Needs one more little purifying flames. Not gonna find it.
I had to do the check. Like, is that Monkey King or is that actually Grimm's Courier?
Yeah. You never know anymore. Afterlife. He's gonna get himself back. One thing I do want to see this game, by the way, just a little caveat.
Ooh.
Hit level 4 on Tether and you get the 120% HP transfer. I want to see them just before a fight or before the eye actually goes in, just blasting with like 3 purifying flames and then just tethering on someone and just max healing them from like
I could see it.
to full.
It'll be one of those like sleeper things where at the end of an engagement, like, how did he survive? And then you'll get that like YouTube video of like, hey guys, welcome back to my guide on how to win with Leshrac. And it's like, we'll see the breakdown.
Oracle and die.
Yeah.
Jump in and heal you. Subscribe for more. Yeah, I think it's time for Team Sexy to make some moves here, and they kind of feel the same way, but with that glimpse, it's just going to diffuse the situation, denying the Observe Award as well. No money for you, good sir.
It's testament to the heroes that One Move have right now. This Disruptor, Hakoda, they didn't get the Wisdom Runes, but they're still making so many plays. Starved on XP, but because Ankrad has the damage and is happily throwing onto this Leshrac. Like, Leshrac's relatively squishy in the early game before, you know, she gets those 2-3 big items, especially if the supports aren't there. And yeah, you don't get the Wisdoms, but if you're glimpsing, breaking that tether, not allowing the heal to come through, plus Ankrad, like, you are doing all the damage you need, and Morphling happily sitting top of the net worth right now. And we'll see how they navigate this. They do smoke up on Grimstroke plus Shaker, Haste Rune on the Shaker plus Blink Dagger, so plenty of chase down potential. But Monkey King, I think he understands what's up. He is springing to the northern side.
Yeah, but
he doesn't. He's gonna get seen.
Annoying camp as well.
Oh, what?
Oh. All right. Yasu.
Didn't he see him? I swear he saw him, right?
The smoke popped. Okay, he was like, he's farming this camp. And
that's fair.
As he blinked. So.
We do have all the vision. They don't, but
yeah.
It felt, of course, if you go player perspective, it did feel like he saw him and just went left.
He would have seen him for like a split second, but I imagine he was just looking at himself and being like, smoke pop, don't worry.
Yeah, true.
The camp, this is what he should be doing. So yeah, I mean, going for that camp.
Can I request
his death?
But a replay requests a vibe. I just want to really ascertain if he saw him. You know.
Well, there's a fight
after the fight
right now. As Afterlife just kind of jumps around, and yeah, they're going to try and take down Mirage, and they might actually be able to do it. They're so low, and they will finish them off. Although the ultimate did come out to the Leshrac inside, they need to keep pumping in damage, but he's also doing it back. But it doesn't last long enough. Level 1 on the False Promise, so they will be able to kill him off. But ooh. Yeah, that was a taste of things to come, but luckily One Move were able to damage through them this time around.
I think Team Sexy are trying to make too many moves too early on. Like in the previous game, they had a Lycan, so these moves were amplified by his ability to pressure the objectives and just pressure the supports.
Yeah.
In this game, it's
owned his lane as well. That's not.
Oh, yeah, exactly. But in this game, it's like they're offering up a Leshrac who isn't tanky enough yet, and also just throwing in a Monkey King.
Should be dead. Yeah.
Yeah, that
tries to save him, but might just end up falling down as well if you can get this Jinx.
Tever in one.
Pretty scary. Yeah, now it's normal Morphling. Glimpse. Yep. Oh, no.
Oh.
For that! Oh, my goodness.
An Oracle as well.
Till the end as well. Oh, my God.
Oh, no. Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think for Sexy, it's like, I really loved the concept of their draft, but it was a shift in playstyle from game 1. Like, the draft needed to be a defensive nature of farm for, like, say, 15 minutes, react to engagements, but don't allow them to find pickoffs. You hit your 1-item timing, or your 2 items, or whatever, and then you group up and then you look for that punishment. But right now, they're trying to do, like, a little bit of fight, a little bit of not, and then there's Disruptor and Shaker. I think between the two of them, they are completely breaking apart Team Sexy's even need to go aggressive, which I don't think they should have anyways, because again, if Tether is disjointed, Leshrac's not that tanky, and even with the Tether, Ankrad's just punching through the Leshrac anyways, so it's a really spooky time. This is I think they've really missed the beat on their draft, and now One Move, when a Morph and a Shaker and a Dawn are top 3 CS or net worth, they are gonna happily play out this game now. No problems at all.
Yeah, I feel like Team Sexy, you know, what they should have done probably is just... Oh, hold on. I'm making a play here onto Nefrit. Nefrit, he's just blown up. Aincrad has so much goddamn damage coming out of him right now. He's got himself a Blink Dagger, he's got himself an Arcane Rune even, so using the Slam there feels so damn good. He's having a great time and heading towards that Aghanims at a terrifying pace. Until the end, I don't know why he thinks he can get away with it. I mean, he's just walking past the team like, yeah, don't kill me, guys. And they're like, no, we are going to do that. Mirage with the Yules, ready with the
Top of the embrace.
Stop, so he can't even pull it off. Monkey King comes in from the side as well, just trying to make something happen there, but Aincrad, he's just melting them. Mancushi as well. He's the one who deals the finishing blow. And they're just... I mean, this isn't...
This is very awkward. This is very, very awkward. For a TI qualifier game, I didn't want to say it, but this might already be close to over, and you can see it on Mirage there already, hands on his head. I think he realizes how squishy he is. Yeah, only 8 armor to his name. The Yules pickup isn't really helping him, and just seeing the Morphling complete the man to 1,000 gold, like I didn't expect Team Sexy to just give this many opportunities. Like in the draft, it was like, if Aincrad pops off, one move can easily get over the weaknesses of their early game to get to this kind of dominance that these type of heroes can provide. But yeah, it's just kind of happened with ease. Like there's been no kind of real punchback from Sexy. They kind of throw bodies in, die, reset, go again, die, and there's kind of no levels to this game. This is, yeah, one move just kind of on autopilot, doing really well. Hakoda and Aincrad easily battling for MVP right now.
Yeah, 100%. It's just been a bit awkward from Team Sexy, but I think they can pull it back together. You know, this Yules was an interesting pickup from Mirage. It kind of says to me that he knows he can't be that guy on the front lines, just grabbing like a Kaya Sanj and into Bloodstone and just being the god of the game. So he goes for the Yules instead to play either a more pick-off or more, you know, I need to save myself inside of these big silences. So that was the idea. Obviously, first usage was onto the Earthshaker and didn't look good at all, so he just got silenced before he could throw out the stun, which made it very awkward.
Yeah, and Afterlife, we didn't mention it, but he did go for the Blade Mail again, so that also helps with the early game fights. Just a lot of AoE damage coming out, and they are going to try and go on him top, but will they have enough damage? Oh, of course they do. They bring in literally everyone.
They bring in the heavy guns. Yes, the Monkey King is here, and Panama, he's going to get brought down as well. 2 kills, looking pretty good. They're going for more as well. Hakoda drops the ultimate onto himself, allowing Mancushi to come into the
slam.
Is there, Jesu, until the end. They get taken on out here. Meanwhile, Nefrit tries to TP out, does do so, and he will get himself to safety. Meanwhile, Class and Mirage run away on the sidelines as well. So one move do swoop in for the cleanup, but let's not take away from them. So actually did find their first successful play off this game. What more can they make of it?
Utilizing the relocate, and this is maybe why I was a little bit surprised that they were being so aggressive, because like these are the moves that I would expect them to make after stable farm, because anytime Monkey finds a hero, it's a relocate in with a BKB hero plus the mech of the IO. You'd live through the Static Storm. Yes, you might get slammed, but you should be able to kind of just thrive in the chaos. But because of all the events that unfolded, the 14 kills you've thrown away, the 6k goldie that one move have accrued, it will make that kind of fluidity of this mid game not as easy, and they are going to have to just wait for the opportunities. The real question is, when do they kill Morphling? Like, Leshrac doesn't 100 to 0 Morphling unless, you know, he forgets to, you know, attribute shift. Razor naturally is a hero that plays over long fights contained in a location. Morphling obviously has waveform, so not very good. And Monkey King, what, he probably needs, what, Skadi, Basher, like +1. Like, he needs like a couple items to even get close to killing him as well. So this Morphling will be able to maybe just 1v9 if he gets to Skadi. Really important for Team Sexy. Make a move 6-0 and 3 on the Morphling. Just incredible.
Yeah, and you know, we both said it in the draft. A Morphling with a Skadi is just going to turn this game inside out. Like, all this healing is just going to be pretty negligible, and I think this IO might be a bit dead. T.
Yeah, no, he's very dead.
Easy for Afterlife.
Have you learned your limits?
Easiest kill of his life. What a solo kill.
Oh,
1,000 gold.
God.
What are we looking at? Oh, yeah.
TP out. Pieces out of that one. I mean, he got a disruptor blinking on his head and dropping an ulti, so he just BKBs and pieces out. Till the end, meanwhile, getting picked up elsewhere. I mean, this Shaker picks up his Agnims and just rampages around the map. They don't feel safe anywhere at the moment, Team Sexy. This is a tough one to play through.
Yeah, if anything, they are just stalling out the game. If you look at Jesus, he's one item into BKB, about to complete the Ograx as well. That could be a window where Shaker blinks in. Sure, you might get hit by a slam, but let's say you BKB after. That's the turnaround potential. Will you have damage? Probably not. Will you have survivability? Yeah, for sure. So it's really how they take that fight. But look at the damage on the Leshrac.
Jesus, they're trying to keep him alive. I mean, the Yules is going to go in and do his job, allows him to get off the false promise onto the Lesh. He now has that Bloodstone going, but is he pumping out enough damage? I mean, he is to heal through it, but now they just catch him on the other side, trying to bring him down. Mirage is able to back himself out. Class will not be so lucky, though, as he does get killed off. Mirage does dodge the slows, but Eikenrads is in chase. Stun is there.
It's the vision.
He's out of mana, though. Does not have the enchant totem. Doesn't have it. And with the glimpse, they're going to be able to kill him off. It's another kill going the way of one move.
And the Razor, he didn't want to TP into the fight. His BKB was still on cooldown. It's about to come back up. It just refreshed now. And like I mentioned, Monkey King, nowhere near that BKB. Still got the recipe to go. So yeah, Team Sexy, they went for the 3v5. And I guess one thing that I kind of didn't think about when I saw these heroes is when you have Io and Oracle with this many forms of jump and kind of team fight oriented heroes, yes, the Leshrac might not die, but the ability to collapse onto the defensive supports, they have to show themselves to save the Leshrac. They're instantly going to fall, right? Waveform from Morphling, the totem from the Earthshaker Ags, glimpsing them around as well, Dawn Solar Guardian on top of that. Like, it's really hard for these supports to actually live once they've thrown out a couple of their defensive spells. And that'll be something Team Sexy needs to think about or itemize towards. Because I know with the Oracle, no items. He literally has mana boots and a wand. Io, he has a mech. Like, they probably need, what, 2 glimmers, maybe a 4-staff? Like, they need something to at least go, okay, guys, I've thrown out my Fate's Edict, but now I shall live. Because, right, they just feed. It is, I do not want to be either of these players in this game right now. This is not a fun game to play.
Nah, it's a very awkward game. I mean, the death ball of one move is just completely unplayable.
Oh, another BKB.
Yeah.
We saw it off camera, but Nomad did mention that Disruptor walked up into the triangle, static stormed the Razor by himself, and he BKB left. Because what Disruptor just ultimates the Razor for fun. And yeah, it's a coda.
Yep. Just scared the crap out of him.
Is Afterlife playing with one ear off? Yeah, he is. He's got his headphones just half and half, so he just doesn't like anyone. That's very interesting.
He's far forward on his head as well, so.
Yeah, the small things. Oh wow, they are. They're like slipping off. Fair enough. Each to themselves.
Hopefully that doesn't fall off mid-fight and hit his keyboard and press a BKB or something. That'd be awkward.
Oh no, I bought Shadow Amulet.
Run till the end. Yeah.
Ooh, very close with the fissure as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
So BKB
situation, I think he is too, but nevertheless.
Yeah, this is.
Yeah.
Okay, Philly Stone online for Oracle. All right, we're back in the game, boys.
Let's go.
Oh yeah. Okay, well, but also Pantoman has one. Rough.
That's okay. That's okay. It's, if a rich person gets like you know, a little bit of extra gold, then it's not a big deal. If a poor person gets a little bit of extra gold, then it's a big deal. You know.
Sure.
It's more of oh no, they wanted the arcade and they just give it to the Shaker, immediately jumps upon him and now sets him up for an easy fight. Yours is there to try and keep him alive until the end, actually trying to heal up through the IO, and is not quite able to do so, but they come out the other side, and this could actually be an engagement they can look at, because Afterlife, he's caught in the backlands, and he is going to go down. Jetsu, meanwhile, just sitting inside his monkey soldiers, and he's going to be okay.
Morphling just isn't there.
Krad could be in trouble. Yeah, Morphling is just farming top of the moment.
He's TPing in now, though.
Into this tower. They have to respect this. It's the Skadi Morphling coming on through. Class actually buying back into this one. They're turning their attention over towards the Shaker, but they've got to be careful. Monkushi just comes in, takes down one, looks towards Nefrit. Nefrit is trying to fight up into it. He just BKB TPs out. It's his signature move. Mirage now left to fight into this Morphling all by himself. I mean, if he had a Razor here, he might be dead, but Class saves him, gets him out, and that was a return on the relocate as well. So they actually survived through that. What a crazy fight.
Yeah, and you have to take those as even such a marginal win for Team Sexy. The Morphling showing himself from the top tier 2, hitting on the tower, chipping it down. It gave Team Sexy free entry to a fight. It's like, guys, there's no fear of Morphling just ripping through, killing off our IO or punishing our Oracle. Let's just take the fight and see what we get. And yeah, it doesn't look great, but it's still a small little win. And the main thing here, Oracle on the steps of the triangle, just free casting his spells, keeping the IO just alive long enough that there was such a disjoint. Look, the supports on the northern side kind of playing with the Monkey King. Meanwhile, the Leshrac, the Razor, killing off Afterlife. And just look at the minimap. Just look at the Morphling. He's just still hitting the tower. I didn't know if he had TP available. I didn't click him, unfortunately. But now he TPs into the engagement, and it's just a little bit too late. And without the BKBs, with the fear of potential buybacks, maybe Sexy behind, they didn't want to then commit to an engagement, but potentially they maybe could have committed here at least. But maybe the Aegis respawn, maybe Morphling just kills everyone. It's such a 50-50, and you know, I'm seeing everything, and I'm tossing and turning on what to do, right? Like,
yeah, exactly. I think it was a good call in the end, because as you mentioned, the Morphling Hill still has the Aegis. You know, you're not, even if you kill him once, he just comes back and kills you again. I'm not sure you get a chance to TP out, because you've already used the BKBs for the fight, so... Yeah, I
think you take the dub and leave. I think now that I've tossed and turned and really awkwardly thought about it, it's like that's what... It's like if you commit for that moment, like, yes, you might take Aegis, but then Shaker probably is not going to reinitiate, because without the Razor TPing out, that's not Ankrad's read to then go back in. He would play on the fringe, so you probably aren't getting an opportunity to find more kills. You're just kind of baiting yourself. So no, I think that was a nice bit of discipline in quite an undisciplined game from Team Sexy. And
yeah, agreed.
It's showing that they're kind of recalibrating themselves back into this one.
One thing I like about this Grimstroke here as well, we mentioned before how much they've improved Inkswell. Now it makes the shard so value. It makes it really, really value, because you can just pop it instantly and give a strong dispel to someone instantly, which is... There's not much of that in Dota, you know?
There isn't. No, it's nice. Any high ground wards, anything spooky? No. Okay, so we do have a Dire base that is very much protected. Aegis will be expiring in 30 seconds, but Satanic is available for the Morphling if he was to get jumped.
Wow. Yeah, they're not killing this Morphling, I'll say that.
No, they're not. He is very much alive, and Monkey King is one ultimate orb away from the Skadi. So no heal mitigation in play yet. Shivas is on the cards, though, for Nefret. He is only 2,000 gold away. Kind of having quite a quiet game from the Razor. Like, he's BKB TP'd out a lot. He's been very defensive, but he is 6-1, and they found Afterlife.
Yeah, they're throwing everything they've got on Tim, and he's out. See you later. Just Solar Guardians across to his Grimstrokes. So there, buddy. How's it going? And now look at a bit of cleaning up here. A little bit of spring cleaning, perhaps, as Clark's going to get smacked by the... See you later, buddy.
He had mech, but I was like, it doesn't matter. I don't know why I'm even going to ask him to use it against a Shaker, who's what level... Where is he? Level 18. Yeah.
SU at least is able to jump himself where there's been very cheeky here. Could have been another BKB charge if he wasn't careful, but does get himself away, so... Yeah, one move. They just want to take all these outer towers. No one's going to contest this Morphling. He is just too damn scary.
Yeah. And damage will be sorted as well, because he's going straight for that Daedalus. And when he waveforms in, any hero that shows probably going to get put to half HP. The supports, if they show, boom, they're dead. So very spooky times now coming ahead. If he can get to that. Of course, Chrysalis is on the courier coming out to him. The The Skadi and Shivas aren't complete yet. They are still waiting for...
Knock, knock.
Yeah. Can you defend this?
Team Sexy, they do finally bring everyone back.
Well, they're going to torment it.
Oh, no.
Wisdom rune, okay.
Tormentor, the ultimate
No, they don't.
BMs, but no, they won't.
Yeah. Again, so I feel like for Team Sexy,
No, no, they're going to take it.
yeah, you can't really defend this. Like, it's a freebie.
It's not.
But it's like, keep one hero to push the wave out. Don't really defend it properly. Once you get Shivas and Skadi, that's when you go for the play. BKB discipline is super key here. Razor isn't popping it.
Wow, if he just gets some reactions from sitting here, it's going to be insane. I think he will, because they went out for a smoke play to try and go for the wraparound or something. Nefret's doing work, throwing out the disarms, throwing out all that, and now they come through the backlines here. On Kushi, though, he's just tethered up to the last track.
Oh, the slam.
Roll back into everyone with a glimpse and gets taken on down. Beautiful ultimate coming out from the disruptor. On Kushi just fighting into them right now. Takes down Yesu. He's going to buy back into this game with Mirage right now. They need to try and make this fight work with so many heroes dead already. It's not looking great. Nefret's actually the one who received the false promise in this engagement, so nothing for the Leshrak, and that just makes things very awkward indeed. And one move just come in and finish off the barracks.
Yeah, the discipline as well from one move. You see Hakoda on the map. Oh, it's not even... No, it's Wankushi, so it's like, nope, back out, guys. Let's reset. Back to mid. Back to the mid lane. We're not going to run from bot straight away. We're not going to do any shenanigans. And you can see that Team Sexy, they're desperate to find an opportunity to fight, but like, the items don't reflect the choices they're making. Like, they don't have the Skadi. They had to use buyback. Now he's never going to have Skadi before the game concludes. Same thing for Razor. He didn't really stay out on the map long enough to then get the Shivas. He opted to try and come back and defend the base. So two big items that could have been a little bit of assistance are missing. An Ankrad beyond godlike.
He just smacks him. Oh, I could watch Ankrad just kill supports all day. It's brutal, but it's glorious. You've got to be so careful. Don't come near the Shaker. When he has his blink available, you can just blink in, double enchant totem you, and you're just toast. Yep. Oh, almost gets him again. Nine Class does pop everything to try and save his buddy. And the sports will keep each other alive. Look at him tethered to the Oracle for this fight. That is just awkward. Ankrad comes in, pops a BKB, takes down the barracks. Finally, it looks like one move are going to back themselves off, but not before putting a serious dent into the Sexy base.
All right, you want to play the win probability game? I'm going to go with 99% to one move.
I'll give him 97.
97, okay. You won. I've just checked. It's 96.
Oh, close.
Good job, buddy.
Meanwhile, support's just getting destroyed in the backlines. Jesse's going to come in and try and help out here, but the Wukong is a little... Oh, they got the morphling! They got the morphling! He was Agid! Oh my goodness, that's one way to give up a godlike. Minecraft, bye-bye support, bye-bye Mirage, Arclife to follow up as well here. How much can you do now? Nefret trying to fight up into everybody. The tips coming out mid-fight as well. It looks like Nefret might be in trouble, but in comes Klaus sliding in from the sidelines on the IO to try and give him the heals in. But once again, Icrat just finds him, slaps down another. The Shaker just absolutely destroys Team Sexy. What a way to do it.
We said he needed to have a good game. With these heroes, with this type of draft against a potential overwhelming run-at-you lineup they had, Ankrad had to pop off in this game. And yes, Hakoda, he amplified Ankrad to then just crush this game. And that slam at the end was